So this is Jeff Lamb from the Teaching and Learning Center, and to be honest with you, I'm doing my best to capture the information that Danielle Widemann gave in her presentation on the amazing power of PowerPoint. Some of the things that Danielle mentioned, that the trick with working with PowerPoint is to not be afraid to try and fail. That really the idea is to go from maybe the process of going from your notes to PowerPoint, to go from transparencies to digital. And in that process, you're going to find that there's a bit of a learning curve and it would take some time to get there. Some of the advantages that Danielle thought PowerPoint offered were that it kept you organized, keeps both students and teacher on task. You're able to print out your notes from the PowerPoint. See right here it says add notes at the bottom here. So you could add notes to your PowerPoint slide and then print up those notes and create a student workbook that they could follow along with and write notes on the slides as you go forward. She recommended printing up 6 slides per page. She felt that because there was so much material involved in the workload of the Section K, that the PowerPoint was a quick and easy way to get through a lot of that material. Danielle strongly felt that PowerPoints don't replace instruction, that they're used for the basis of instruction, and that they're a way in which you can involve students in questions and answers. It was the beginning point for inquiry. She also thought that there was a real nice way of introducing some test questions. So here we are at a PowerPoint presentation, and in part, I guess we would have to say that, so this is our template. And you'll notice that up in the top corner here, there are several different templates that I might be able to have here. And see this little process that I'm sort of wondering what the heck is going on? That's the way it is with PowerPoint. I find myself searching, what did I want to do? Oh, that's right, layout. So I can choose different layouts for a slide. And it depends on the content that I'm looking for. So maybe it's going to be just the title, maybe it's an image, maybe it's section headers or double content. Whatever you decide you want to do, you choose it. And the nice thing is if I put in one and I don't like it, well, I can just choose another one, right? I got my title only. So let's choose something that has some text in it. How about that? Because Danielle was talking about animation, and so let's look and see what kinds of animation you might have. How about just something like this? So here I'm going to add a title. So when I do these things, so here I have the PowerPoint text, the title, and I can animate this particular text. And when I do that, I'll just choose animation, and I can add any number of things to this. I can add sounds, hear that sound? I can add animation over here, right? It can fade in, or it can wipe in, or fly in. Really there's just a whole bunch of different ways of animating text. Let's just choose fade in. And so what it's doing is it's giving me a preview of that, and then I can choose more text and choose more animations. It says here custom animation. Well, I might find that there are several different ways of, right here I can, the kind of animation I use, it just depends on what I'm feeling I want to put in. It's great. So now I've got this animation, and I can check and see what it looks like by selecting that slide and viewing it down at the bottom, view slideshow. So I'm going to click. Woo! See it faded in, click again, and now it wedged in, as it were. So, those are 2 ways of animating text, and texts she thought kept students awake. The other thing you can put in, of course, are images, and let's just put in a picture from a file. So I've clicked picture from file, and it opens up what kind of picture do I want to put in, right? So let's insert that picture in there by hitting insert, and bam, there's Sanford Wright. So that's one way of putting in pictures. that's just sort of two elements of what we're working on here. So we have text, we have images, and as we saw, we could also add video and other goodies. And I could also, if I wanted to, I could animate this picture. I could make it come in or depart in a particular way. So let's just choose diamond for the heck of it and hit OK. There's the PowerPoint and you. There's the wedge. And then here comes my picture of Sanford Wright. Pretty cute. Again, you can see how these things can get in the way sometimes of instruction, and I would only really use them if you wanted to get their attention kind of quickly. The other thing that's kind of important is not to read your PowerPoint presentation. If you put all the information on this left-hand side and you simply read from it, your students are going to become bored pretty quickly. One thing that you can do, let's insert a new slide, and I'm going to make it a blank one. Now, what I like to do to put in a picture that's the whole background of the entire slide, picture or texture to fill, and then I'm going to choose a file, a picture that I want to put in from here, and I bet you I'm going to find another one. Let's put in Lou Covine as our, well, I like this one. Insert. So close. Is now the whole slide is Lou Covine. The advantage to this is that the image sometimes can be really powerful, so it dominates the whole the whole slide, and then I can just put in a quick little snippet of language, like say the text box here, and I just choose something like, I mean, I would then talk about this with my students, tell them about ethnic studies, talk about ethnic studies, and I can manipulate this font in any way that I want. I can make it white, like that. So what this does is it gives you an idea that I don't have to put a bunch of text under my PowerPoint presentation in order for it to be successful. Another thing you can do that Danielle recommended was to insert links to real-world sites. So let's choose a layout that maybe has both, again, text and image. Maybe I want to talk about a particular website that I think is valuable in foreign languages called YakPak. And I could do several things here. I can make this word YakPak, I can hyperlink to this word, create a hyperlink which will connect me from this PowerPoint slide to the internet. And so when I do that, I can double click on this word. There it is, hyperlink. So when I create the hyperlink, what it says is, you know, what page, what web page or place do you want to go to? So that for me, this is going to be www.yakpak.net. I'm going to hit OK. So now what this means is when I click on this particular link, when I'm in the slideshow mode, right, it will take me to YakPak. Here it is, right? Here's YakPak. Back here we are back to the slide. I'm going to hit escape and go from there. So then the advantage of this is it connects you to real world content through the internet. And it's, of course, things are in real time. A lot of some of the other things that came up in the talk were where do you get all your interesting stuff? And a lot of times you'll find that the publishers have a great deal of content that you can download. For example, there's you know, any number of things I can get from the publishers, from the textbooks, the textbooks in Spanish, and from the web, from my publisher. So it's I would just insert that in, and we'll find that it's going to put in the image that I wanted. So I didn't create this, but I certainly got it from my I got it from the publisher. And I bet you that there's things that your publisher has for you too, and that could be sound files. It could be any number of items that that you'll use to make your classroom more exciting and more engaging. Okay, so I think that's the bulk of what, at least conceptually, what Danielle talked about. I hope it's been at least a little bit helpful for you. All right, take care. Talk to you soon.